Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Another day of Astro Gravitational Report. And hopefully, I'm finding you in a good energies. Hopefully, these triggers we had it from yesterday, they're going to be a little bit higher as I finish the report. Yesterday, the moon squares Venus. And that is going to be the energies in the morning. The moon is at Capricorn. See, Capricorn represents the understanding about work and a service. If you don't realize it, you go into work, you're offering your service at the company, and the service of the company they pay you, which is what? Energies exchange. The same thing though is applying within you. You do the inner work within yourself, and you have to also what pay to you, right? So this is what the evolution and the growth comes in. But with all the other things is also is attached what the word service. And that's what Capricorn is. Capricorn is about the serving of others, working with others, being with others, doing what he has to be into the ground. The negative side of that Capricorn energy, it is leading under a rule, strong control. It has to have a law in there included. And most of the people who deciding to be a public servant, okay, that is involving everything with your social worker who is working in the social services, all the way up to a president. Okay, you can take the judgment system, you can take the police system, you can take the doctors in particularly. Most of the doctors they have either their moon or their sun at Capricorn in there, and they are very particular. They are just if you have to take the Virgo perfections, the Capricorn perfections in there. It is about like there should be no mistakes. So this is why sometimes this no mistakes things prevent us from learning. So it's good to have this, but sometimes it's way too much. Okay, thinking about it like you have this military colonel at your house when everything has to be in order and it has to be strictly in there. It's just so strict things in there. So with this energy, the moon that it's going to be at 19 degrees at in the morning at Capricorn. She's going to be square Venus. Is about triggers within the feminine's energies, as we talked about yesterday. Like, oh, there is no love, there is no this, there is no that, but the work has to be done. And now the moon is going to be also squaring Chiron, and is going to be opposing Jupiter. This is it about this cardinal understandings in there from if you have this codependency within yourself areas that it's developed in there, that's going to be what create the issues in the family. If there is a creation, if there is a problems within a family, there is going to be a problem within the relationships. And if there isn't a problems in the relationships, the job is not going to get done. The service is not going to get done. And this is a what today this energy is going to be putting us to understanding, okay, that all this is somehow, okay, through these oppositions to finding these communications and so on, we have to work on it. And as the Mercury is about in the 28 degrees of Scorpio, he's trying to get himself out of a Scorpio. It's kind of like I need to get this mentality out of this darkness and so on and so on in there. You won't be because Mercury is going to be turning retrograde pretty soon. So he's going to go back. Okay. So don't think that you're going to be kind of like a get over the hump. Okay. you're gonna go back into the underworld for unfinished things. Okay, you may clean up the dirt from underneath the rock, but you still have to wash the rock, and that's what the Mercury is gonna become back. So we're seeing that the sun at 7 o'clock is gonna be rising on the horizon. In there, the sun is still squaring Pluto. Okay, about these transformations, that it's like it or not, it is what it is. It's going to be an order, and with these energies, you may going to feel a little bit blah. Okay, like it's missing the love and so on, because Venus is going to be between the 12th and the 11th house. You may communicate because of love issues with friends, with some people, with something, with your circle. Okay, something is going to be coming in, but with all these energies in there, you see this areas, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn situations. This is a can trigger all kind of sort of situations. My job doesn't likes me, and I don't like them. It's a Capricorn area situation. Okay, I'm feel like I didn't get the attentions that I need, and I can create the issue within the teamwork. Like in the family, right? This is a area's Cancer. Okay, now this area of Cancer is like, okay, well, we are not feeling good. We're not getting it within this family situations. Maybe there should be a problem with bringing this problem into the relationships. And of course, relationships and work, they are always, as I stated long time ago, and in the videos, don't bring your personal problems at the work relationships. So that's what is going to be, that energy is going to come out. Of course, the inner work is going to be at Virgo at that time, and you're going to be able to see like why did the things are not perfect. Okay, this can kind of like giving you a little bit of heads up about the thing that goes on. You're going to look through the past, because in the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock, just a little bit before 9 o'clock, that is going to be hitting the South Node, which still is in Virgo. It is about something about you. Okay, you're going to see this energy, but later on, the energies at 9 o'clock, it's going to be a very beautiful. It's going to be a very beautiful, because you're going to be able to channel that energies from above, and it's going to come down, and you're going to be able to find proper visions and remove a restrictions that prevent you to do what you're supposed to do. Also at 9 o'clock, we're going to see that Lilith, Mars, and Mercury, they are going to be coming together. And the horizon are very, very interesting and powerful energies. You maybe have a lack of sleep. You see maybe negative stuff, negative energy, depends of your belief system. That's going to be projected different way. For some of you, it's going to be, however. Plus, this is a Scorpio, so anything involved with even intimacy or kind of like nightmares in a way, and so on, can be really kind of like a triggered. Okay, to see how strong is your psyche in there. Okay, to see what is the reality compared to what is projections. Okay, at 10 o'clock, we're going to see that this energy is going to be moving out. Of course, all this energy is going to be leading to a lot of healing. Okay, if you don't allowing all those kind of like dark stuff to triggers you're going to be able to heal these fears in the inner child. Okay, that it's going to be coming because Mars and Lilith, they are in 150 degrees with Chiron. So with all those energies with Chiron, we're going to see some in the next hour how these energies, as we are talking about Venus, that it says there is no balance. There is this cardinal cross, and here is all those red lines. So we were talking about that this inner work is going to be with Venus, and we're talking about with Jupiter in Cancer. We're talking about Chiron and Aries, and of course the Moon that it's going to be at Capricorn. So all that energy is going to be now. You're going to be working on the relationship to see the relationships within you. What is that coming on? And since that is opposing Chiron, you may gonna see like things that acting in a based out of a childhood or a little bit maybe immature as a lack of growth and lack of understanding of the service that needs to be done. So this is going to beginning to be kind of like the first thing that you're going to work on it. Later on at 12 o'clock, we're going to be working with the authority. Right now, the authority is looking for particularly for the growth and let me find the restrictions, what it's preventing me to be the way I'm supposed to be. What is it that visions that I need to see? You cannot see the visions because you are reviewing the past visions. Okay, Neptune is what? Retrograde. Okay, Saturn is what? Retrograde. They're not going direct. They send you back in time so we can to reevaluate things. Okay, pretty good energies with Mars and that positions, particularly when Mars and Saturn are together. This is the spiritual warrior within. But that energy is trining Jupiter. That's mean what? I'm bringing the spirits, the warrior, and the growth within the family. So if you feel a little bit down and so on, tap it into this masculine energy. It's going to be bring you a very positive outcome. All right. The next hour, this is going to be at 1 o'clock. We're going to have the moons coming out in the ascendant. Now you're going to be dealing with understanding the service. Because it doesn't matter what do you do, how do you do, what is, you still have to do some kind of work. Okay? Work that is going to be somewhat in a form of energies exchanges. Something it has to be as an energies exchanges in there. Or if you're doing a work that it's going to be for you. And if you do the work that it's within yourself, you can reward yourself. You know, you can kind of like a chill out, watching a movie, eat some chocolate, or however in your case might be. Okay, but this is about to understand that your emotions. How do you feel when you finish a certain task for yourself? You're feeling good, right? And that's what this energy will be. But eventually, that energy is going to bring that positiveness into the growth within the family. It's making a disbalance. Okay, and this is what the moon is trying to understand, how to bring this balance in there. In the next hour, this is going to be the work that we are going to be doing it in what? In our soul. It's going to be at the 12th house. Pluto is entering the 12th house. Pluto is in Aquarius, brings these innovations. Okay, we're talking about to re-innovate yourself to the highest level positions available for you. Okay, you always wanted to be something higher. You always wanted to be acting as an angel, or always wanted to certain things, right? A lot of the people, what they want to be somebody. They wanted to have millions. They want to have a lot of power. They want to be this. Magical, whatever it is, and so on and so on. But when you look at it within yourself as in reality, can you be this higher level of evolution as a human base? First, you have to be a human being, right? So this is a what is going to be kind of like a coming in the next hour. Very, very beautiful energies. It's coming as the moon and Pluto is beginning into coming in together. That typical transformations we are going to see it at the end of the day, but it's going to be this beautiful kite that it's coming. You see all this blue. I will put it a little bit like this. You see this beautiful kite, right? And it's made right here. Okay, and here is the moon and Pluto. So right now, within understanding the service, you're going to be finding a new way to balance this. But if you're not healing the inner child, you won't grow in the family. You're not going to be healthy relationships, and the work for you is going to be what sucks. So right now the moon is like, okay, I have to put what? I have to put the soul back into it. All right, the next hour we're gonna have some Saturn and Neptune is gonna be coming in the 12th house. A lot of work that's going to be the midheaven. It's where yesterday the moon is. Okay, she's sextiling the sun, and right now with those energy, we're also gonna start feeling what? We start feeling it this square of the moon and Venus. This is usually mother-daughter situations. Venus, even though that she's so beautiful, she's at home, she doesn't feel home. I mean, she's squaring the moon, she's squaring Jupiter, right? And she is opposing Chiron. And now it's like, what the heck? I'm at home, but I don't have the love. I feel this immaturity. I feel like nothing is growing. And now I cannot even go to work or do the service. What the heck? Right? It's just the energy is calling it for this. Because there is something within you that it's pulling you up. And what it's pulling you up? The North Node. The future it's pulling you up. Basically, you're like a home, but that's not maybe the situations for you. You know, like we're talking about Venus in Libra, right? She's the ruler. Venus ruling Libra, right? There is a love and a values in there that we're making balance in synchronizations. Okay, but now with all those squaring, that's the reason you may not gonna feel a little bit like kind of offset and so on. All right, talking about the next hour, the ascendant is gonna be at Taurus in there, and this is gonna be when we paying attention of, okay, well, I better go do some work. I better go get the veggies. I better go feed the animals. I better go do some work because I need to get my material situations in there. I gotta have a house, right? And so on and so on. And see within yourself that things are going to be synchronized, because right now the moon and Pluto, they are trining that ascendant, that they're telling you events is going to coming in to you. Okay, there's going to be showing you some visions of the material world. They're also going to be showing you what? That you need to do something about it. You need to act upon it. Okay. All right. Later on at 6 p.m., we're going to see some Uranus is going to be coming into the event horizon, certain changes, right? Uranus is this, that he is like, okay, you're not going according to the universe, let me just stir the pot. So you can align with the universe. And guess what? Every time the universe gets involved in there, and all of a sudden you're trying something that it's very hard, you try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times until the universe says, don't you get it? It's not your way. You're not ready yet. You want this, you won't get there, but not now. I did not say no. I say not now. Why? Because the soil is not ready. The environment that you grow is not ready. Taurus, I'm talking about. Something your understanding about the material situations is not ready for you. And we're going to see it because Uranus is in a way to go back into Taurus. All right, socializing. This is going to be at 7 o'clock. There's going to be a lot of the socializing. The ascendant, it's at Gemini. This is going to be particularly these yachts. They are interchange in there. That's mean that the energy of the moon, it's going to be going to this socializing. You're going to be going and talking to friends and see how the things are going. which is you're going to be talking about this darkness, right? We're talking about the dark moon Lilith with Mars and Mercury, and then that energy is going into Chiron. Then that energy of Chiron has to go back to Mars in there. It has to go back into the ascendant, and then it has to go back into what? To the intuition, to the moon, so you can be able to process it within yourself. So this is going to be some very interesting, because this is as I said, sometimes the moments when you're going to be talking to people. All right, the next hour, this is going to be at 8 p.m. The ascendant is going to be at Cancer. This is the emotions when you feel bad about the world. You feeling like you should be able and you should care for everybody. This is the empathy and so on. But this is also can lead you that not everybody who you help, they actually need the help. Sometimes when you're helping the people in there and you think you're helping them, you're not. You basically create a comfort zones for them, right? And this is what the wounded empath it's working from. I know how it is, so I know how to help. So the people can basically move up. But when you help a certain people, it doesn't matter what that's happening, they cannot get up. And this is going to be one of the lessons that it's going to be learned in there, particularly if you have ascendant Cancer, you will know about it, like this guy here. All right, talking about that ascendant Cancer, and to show you what I'm talking about here, that it is about this red square up here, right? And this is what is about the lessons and the triggers. But at the same time, it brings this positive energy, because the moon and Pluto, they're going to shift the energies to Mars, Mercury, and Lilith. Basically, you're going to be looking for communications of what happened under the rock. You'll be learning new things, reminders, and the proper visions that it's going to come into your soul. And all these energies, they're going to come here, right? So you're going to be able to find this fine line between a public service, okay, which is the Capricorn, and what is it about a family within the world. Because certain things you can, because they are in your control, which is you, but certain things they are beyond your control. Cannot control absolutely everything what is going on. All right, of course, this energy is going to be triggered the ego the next hour, because the ascendant is going to be at Leo. It's opposing Pluto. Certain people don't want to change, and that is understandable. People who want to change, nothing can stop him. People who does not want to change, well, wish them a good luck, right? Let them figure out the processes within themselves, right? But we are right now in this muddy flow of Age of Aquarius that, okay, you imagine you are the this beautiful, they call it the sunfish. It's a small fish that it's loves to be on the top of the water in the sea, okay? But now there was this storm, and everything is kind of like a cloudy and muddy, and now the sunfish cannot enjoy this crystal water in there. And now you are in that positions of seeing it through the mud, okay? But you still have not find this clarity within yourself, okay? And it is all about how you're going to create. You're going to be like, okay, let the water settle down, and I'm going to be enjoying my crystal waters. Or you're going to be like, man, I have to go, I have to move out, I have to abandon everything, I have to recreate everything, and so on and so on. Okay? So be mindful how you're talking to your ego from this standpoint. Hi, and at 11 o'clock, we are going to have the ascendant. It still is going to be at the mid of Leo. That's going to be a squaring the sun. And the sun right now is also approaching what? First quarter moon. So now the intuition learned new things and is going to be bringing in that energies to the authority within yourself. It's like, okay, here's the information. What are you going to be doing about it? And you're like, oh my God, I never been to this place. Oh, you've been there, but maybe not that strong, right? Because right now the triggers are so powerful, right? Now you have to take a look at how you're gonna be your actions in there. Because right now the sun is aware in the underworld, in the Scorpio. It's like, you know what? I need to investigate it more. So dear intuition, get to work, change the way you see things. Maybe you missed things. And that is going to be this energy of the authority that is going to be like, let's just keep it calm because there is some things that we don't know. All right. And that was it, the astrology report for today. I'm going to be just giving you a little bit of heads up about 7 o'clock in the morning. We're definitely going to have the moon and Pluto it's coming in there. And yes, they are. They are in the first degrees of Aquarius. And this is going to be a very good, kind of like a positions of this kite, but the point finger of the kite is in the bottom, and that is a actually in astrology can be thinking about it as a what? The seed has sprouted out, and now it sees the light. Okay, and that is going to be this energies in the morning. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Here it's down in the bottom, and we see that kite, and the energy is going into Jupiter. And this is going to bring us a very interesting, very powerful, what? A new innovative way of ourselves to helping ourselves in a totally new, different way. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you guys for all of you coming in, clicks, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. And I want to say thanks, particularly very specific thanks for buying the coffee. Much appreciated. Much love to you. Good luck. And come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report.